Well, good evening to you and happy J-League Day. It's 31 years to the day since the inception and the first playing of the J-League. A league that has grown in stature and strength year by year, and now one of the most respected leagues in world football. One of the rich hunting grounds for Western clubs now. And tonight we are in Saitama, in one of the great arenas of the J-League, for Urawa Reds against Kyoto Sanga. Fair to say that both sides are looking at different ends of the table right now. The travelling supporters desperate to claw their way away from the foot of the J-League, while the home side, of course, have their sights set very high right now and are on a good little run of form and looking to move on further. The only setback they've had in recent weeks was a real one as well, a really bad one when they were beaten 3-1 at Kawasaki Frontale a couple of weeks ago. But since then, they've backed it up with a huge victory against Yokohama F. Marinos, and then, of course, at the weekend, that big victory in Niigata against Albirex. For Kyoto, well, I think it's fair to say that, 3 weeks ago, things were starting to look rosy. They went and they won 1-0 at Vissel Kobe. Taichi Hara's goal 10 minutes into the second half. It was a huge shock, and one that you thought would be the catalyst for them to kick on. But it's 3 defeats on the run since then, and they need something to change, and they need it to change very quickly indeed, because right now they are down in the drop zone. Here come the two teams. Home side led by Alexander Schultz, now back to full fitness after missing out at the start of this season in what has been a difficult start for Urawa under their new coach, Per Matthias Ogmo. Not only the new coach, the new style, the new emphasis, the new way of playing, but also they've had a whole host of injuries to contend with as well. But they look as though they are on the right footing now. That man is back amongst the goals, Thiago Santana. A couple for him at the weekend, and of course, you will recall perhaps the scorer of the J-League goal of the season when he scored from his own half earlier in the campaign as well. It's a lovely evening to the north of the capital. And on the day where we celebrate the J-League, we are expecting a really intriguing battle between these two sides. I mentioned the injuries, of course, that Urawa have had, the change in manager as well. And they've had to make another couple of changes today, both necessary as well. Samuel Gustafsson, who started really well, is out, so too Tomoaki Okubo. It means that Ayuma Ohato comes in at left back. Now Kaito Yasui is going to play as the holding midfielder. We normally see him further forward, and Ryoma Watanabe has played at left back at the start of this season, but he's played in midfield today. Such is the necessity with the absence of personnel. The front three does see Thiago Santana, partnered by Shoya Nakajima, and fit again Naoki Maeda, who returned with a goal at the weekend in Niigata. Koji Takasaki is the man in charge, assisted by Takeshi Asada and Masaru Hasegawa. And of course, should we require them, we do have the technical support of Masuya Ueda and Tomohiro Inoue. Hopefully not required, but you never know. Well, there's a couple of changes as well for Kyoto. There's a change in goal. Gakuji Ota has come in for Gusun Yun, who drops down to the bench. The other change sees the goal scorer of the other day, Takumi Miyayoshi, drop out. That's because Shinpei Fukuoka is fit again and returns to the right-hand side of the forward line alongside Taichi Hara and Tema Matsuda. Well, it's two very similar formations, two very similar styles. Kyoto with a very high press, a very intense way of playing. That's been something that was highlighted by Per Matthias Ogmo ahead of the game. Chokwije, the coach of Kyoto, suggesting that his team are almost there. They just need a little bit of luck and something to go their way, and things will change for them. Right now, 19th, a point above Consadole Sapporo, and a couple of points behind Sagon Tosu and Shonan Bellmare, of course. If they win today, they could drop out or lift themselves out of the bottom three. But with a win, Urawa could jump up to third. That's what they know. We're underway in the Saitama Stadium. Urawa, as always, at home in those red and black shirts and the white shorts with the black socks. Wonderful atmosphere inside this stadium for this celebration of the J-League. First ball that was lifted downfield was by Ishikawa, who has kept his place at right back. Hiroki Sakai is back fit again after being absent for over a month. He's only on the bench. He's the club captain of Urawa, maybe just wanting to get him back up to speed. It's not just the month out that he's had here, it's the injuries that he had at the back end of last season that have plagued him. That's really well won. Ball taken off Thiago Santana. The strike is from distance, and Nishikawa has to stretch away to keep that out. Almost the perfect start for the visitors. I mentioned that high press, that intense style that they play to win the ball. To say that Nishikawa would expect to make, but tested early on by Hara. They'd love a flying start to the game, would Kyoto. Ball delivered towards the near post, but it was well met by Alexander Schultz, squeezing to try and win it back very high, but it leaves them short-numbered at the back. How about this? It's 3 against 1. It's Nakajima who moves the ball on. And as it comes down, the block was well made. And that's a little bit of a let-off as they went from one end of the field to the other. And squeezing to win the ball so high left them so short-numbered defensively. It was a lovely ball to move it on. Maybe then the decision wasn't the best. That's nicely done for Matsuda. Challenged by Ito. Last touch has gone off the Kyoto man. Schultz. Thiago Santana again thought he was fouled. The referee waves play on. That's towards Taichi Hara. Taken down by Nakajima. On towards Watanabe and back with Nishikawa and Ishihara. Happy to play the way downfield, but Atsuki Ito had nowhere to go. Shogun Asada with a throw. Won by Schultz. Maeda. Nicely picked up by Suzuki. Won't find the ball for Hara. Shihara will bring the ball away. This is Atsuki Ito. Is Kaito Yasui, an interesting role for him tonight, playing as that anchor man in the midfield. Normally a strong front-running midfielder, but with no Samuel Gustafsson. needs must. It's Watanabe, on to Ohata. Ishihara. Foul is on the fullback. Kazu Ishihara. Now they've played that quickly and they've given the ball away, but won back by Ito. There's a little bit of space here to advance into, but it was nicely played by Watanabe. That's Nakajima looking to switch the ball to Naoki Maeda. Asada was well situated. Ayumu Ohata. It's offside against Nakajima. It is Ayumu Ohata, the 23-year-old, of course, who was absent for the month that he was away with Japan's under-23s as they won the Asian under-23 championship in Qatar. Big part of that side. Back now and stepping into the left-back role with Watanabe stepping into midfield. Forward looking for Hara. The referee says play on. Asada was unable to gain benefit from that. And that's a little short, and that's a little loose. Now Naoki Maeda has a lot to do. Support is arriving now, Nakajima! And the defence was able to get back and smother the danger. It's been a frenetic start to this game. Ishihara. Yasui. Here's Marius Høybråten, the Norwegian. They were very much the best central defensive partnership in the J-League last season. Alexander Schultz and Marius Høybråten, they were also well shielded as well. The likes of Kiniwa in front of them. But this season they've been a little leaky, not their fault of course. Collectively as a team, Urawa have been a little more leaky. This is the moment that Maeda very nearly got in. Just forgot the ball as he got here. Took the momentum out of the attack. Nakajima got a shot away, but he was well managed by Hisashi Apiataiwa. Tawia back towards his goalkeeper, Gakushi Ota, who's long-term been a backup goalkeeper in the top flight when he's been here. Played lower football in the lower leagues. It's a dangerous-looking ball that's delivered by Takeda, away by Schultz. It's been a bright start from his side. Takeda again. Asada. That's nicely done. Takeda is onside. And the cross is headed away by Høybråten. It is a corner. The appeals for offside went unheeded. Beautiful little passage of play. But Tawia and Suzuki have made their way forward. Matsuda will take the corner. 9 minutes in. Strong start from the visitors. Tawia wins the header, and here comes the counter-attack. Led by Kaito Yasui. He's got two in support. That's a super challenge, is it? No. Referee suggested it was a foul, and it's a yellow card as well for Daiki Kaneko. Well, Yasui's moving at real pace. He felt he got the ball, did the former Urawa man. He got a bit of ball, but he got the man as well. The referee wasn't too impressed with it. Frustration. He'll be keen to impress today. He never really got the chance at Urawa. Joined them, of course, for last season. And so a free kick the other way after Kyoto had been on the front foot themselves. It's very, very deep. And Ito was guilty of letting the ball run out of play, which will annoy Matthias Ogmo. The Norwegian, vastly experienced champion, most recently in the Allsvenskan in Sweden. Over to Japan from there to replace Maciej Skorsa, who departed at the end of last season, having of course won the AFC Champions League during the course of last season's competition that Yokohama F. Marinos are trying to win now. That's towards Taichi Hara. Nishikawa got there first. Nicely done by Fukuoka. Here he is again. That's nicely dealt with. Thiago Santana was foul. Play will go on. The referee's not going to go back and give the foul. Naoki Maeda felt that there was room to go back, and the advantage wasn't really Urawa's. Probably had a point. The referee felt he'd let the play develop. Tauya. Fukuda. That's a ball in behind for Taichi Hara. It's a really good run as well from the big forward. He got there. His low cross was looking for Tema Matsuda. Really bright from Kyoto. Beaten 3-2, of course, by Avispa 4 days ago. But they looked a threat throughout that game. They just looked a little leaky. And so it turned out to be the case. Kazuya Kono's goal after 52 minutes, ultimately the decisive goal that put aside from Fukuoka 3-1 up, and meant that Murakami's own goal didn't mean that much in the end, even though Kyoto had a real go to try and get back into it late on. You can add the disappointment of a cup exit on penalties as well to Kyoto's disappointing start to this season. Victory. Since they beat Frontale, the second week of the season, is that victory against Vissel Kobe. Both their victories have come away from home. There's been a lot of defeats along the way. Defeats in their 13 games. The referee is just trying to keep a lid on a little bit of frustration out there. This is Taichi Hara very nearly getting there. I have to say that Shusaku Nishikawa timed his run perfectly. It was dangerous to come into that area with a number of bodies around. Yoshinori Suzuki is all fitted up and ready to carry on. Tawia. Back towards Ota. Well, they're happy to get on the ball and they're happy to play. Started by Fukura, back towards Taichi Hara. Away by Schultz. It's a good battle, that, between Schultz and Hara and Hoibraten as well. He is one of the more physical strikers in the J-League, is Taichi Hara. Loves to engage the central defenders, loves to work them. Tawia's win. That's nicely done. Takeda. There's a pull on him. It might be a card as well, like, you know. It is yellow. One of those that as soon as you grab a shirt now, you know you are going to be in trouble. Hirokazu Ishihara goes into the book. They're really competitive, his side. And they're asking lots of questions in this game so far. And what's been a really bright start to the game. Takeda. Ball is flicked up off the arm of the incoming Fukuoka. He's a little unlucky, what you can do in that situation. The ball just rears up from close by, but arm was out. Nothing the referee can give otherwise there in that situation. It's inevitable that Urawa will miss Samuel Gustafsson's influence in the middle of that midfield. Contributed a lot since making that journey from Haken, where he'd played, of course, with Per Matthias Ogmo, and led the side there for him. Scored a couple of crucial goals on the way to them being surprising champions of Sweden. It's a huge achievement from the Urawa coach. And the demands, of course, here are that Urawa challenge for the title. They are seen as one of the glamour clubs, the big clubs. Last season they were just so delighted to win the Asian Champions League, but it certainly affected their form in the early part of the season. After that was out of the way, that they put a really good run together to get themselves amongst the reckoning with Vissel Kobe and Yokohama F. Marinos. And they tailed off at the end. They faded badly in the end, in truth. Changing course with Maciej Skorsa departing and Ogmo coming in. Not a massive change in personnel. seen much of Thiago Santana so far. He couldn't take the ball in there. That's Tawia. Plenty of time here for Ohato. Many feeling that now that he's in the team, it'll be very hard to displace him. He is so highly thought of. Already played a lot of football, of course. It's hard to be patient. Nishikawa away. It's a heck of a touch to pull the ball down. Now then, a little chip over the top was looking for the raiding run of the fullback. Nakajima trying to pick out Ohata. One thing about Shusaku Nishikawa is always use his feet to good effect. Sometimes it can be a little risky. He loves to find a pass that really no one else would expect. Such is the way now for goalkeepers, of course. Distribution is so key. Nicely done by Fukuda. Little break for Atsuki Ito. Referee says play on again, and a little thread was looking for Taichi Hara. It was a pass that wasn't really on. Thiago Santana is going to get a free kick. First one that's gone for him in one of those tussles with Yoshinori Suzuki. Oh, the atmosphere, the noise is unabating. It's a little straight and a little long. Comfortable for the goalkeeper. Hasn't been tested at all yet, Ota, in the Kyoto goal. Ball, Kawasaki. This is Takeda. Asada will join in from left back. Takeda has been influential in this game so far. Here he is again. Asada. It's nicely done. Matsuda's attempted cross, though, won't find a Kyoto shot. Now Thiago Santana has been penalised. He felt that the tussle was legal. The referee feels otherwise, and it's his view that's important. Now, is there much contact between the two? Well, there's a little arm, isn't there, just there. Was he already falling? That's the question you'd ask yourself. Here's Matsuda at the other end. Just couldn't quite find the touch that he needed. Schultz. It's a good slide and recovery from Shinosuke Fukuda. Good game, this. Really lively. Not full of chances yet, but the intensity level is good. Players are really at it out there. Hara again. Super little rock and turn by Keito Yasui. Now then, Maeda's onside here. He's got Thiago Santana in the middle. Cross is a little too long for the big Brazilian. What can they they make out of it. Ohata joining in. Yasui was well closed down by Taichi Hara. Schultz, and still, and he wasn't far away from beating the goalkeeper. Alexander Schultz seizing the initiative. A clever little 1-2 with Atsuki Ito. Just had to stab at the ball really and hope. But he wasn't far away at all. That's another problem down there at the moment. It's for Yoshinori Suzuki. Just trying to make that block. He was caught by the moulded studs on Schultz's boot. It will leave a mark and it will be sought. Nothing that will stop him continuing in this game. Schultz would like the game restarting. It's been a warm all day in Saitama today. The temperature is still now in the evening, in and around the mid-20s. We were told to expect rain. Hasn't been coming as of yet. It's a warm old week. Temperatures up around 30 degrees. Ota downfield. Ohata goes back to his goalkeeper. Nishikawa gets us moving straight away to Hoibra and Yasui. He can do is help the ball on. That's a lovely little stab by Takeda. Thiago Santana will win the ball back. He's giving it away. Won well by Kawasaki. The thread is looking for Kawasaki. It was well read and dealt with by Marius Hoibran. To deal with that. Well, they've been the more threatening, haven't they, for the larger portion of the game of the visitors. Now is there something waiting on the end of it? Delivery towards the near post. Met by Suzuki, but a little too much for him to do in that situation. Nishikawa. Hoibran winning the physical tussle for the ball. Brilliantly won by Thiago Santana. Now he has support, the pass a little short, but he's managed to do really well as Nakajima. Couldn't help the ball onto Maeda. And Kyoto survive. Well, this was a huge opportunity. Gave the ball away carelessly with Asada. It was 3 against 2. That pass was a little short. The opportunity came, Maeda wasn't on hand to help it home. So as we enter the 30th minute of the game, we're still locked. That's a ball that's threaded through. Ito! And the save by the goalkeeper is a huge one. It's lovely play. Ito it was who was the man who started it. Lovely thread by Nakashima. That's a really good foot from the goalkeeper. It's a beautiful little thread. Atsuki Ito got there. Couldn't get the ball away past the goalkeeper. There was the corner, met at the near post by Schultz, but couldn't control the header. It's a beautiful little ball, isn't it? Just a sense that Shoya Nakajima is just starting to find his form in an Urawa shirt. Took him a while to settle when he came in last summer. Plenty of signs so far at the start of this season. He's getting back up to speed, having returned to Japanese football from his years away. Takeda. Schultz is in the way. Yasui. Ishihara's touch. Ito. Ishihara. It's going to break for Ito. There's a turn and pirouette was by Watanabe. Just a sense that there's a little bit of momentum building here for the home side. They're just getting a bit of a flow in their game. It was absent early on. Beautiful turn. Nakajima. This little thread though won't find Watanabe. So go dick pick out the left side of their side today. There's a particularly exciting one with Ohata and Watanabe and Nakajima able to link up. A couple of little examples of it in the last few minutes. Takeda. Hadn't read the return from Kawasaki. Yasui. Risky, but backed his ability. And he wins the free kick. Taichi Hara was penalised for the foul. Felt he used his shoulder, but there's a bit too much arm. Yasui just got ahead of him. And so the free kick will go against the big forward. Another, of course, who's returned to Japanese football last year from his time away when he joined Alaves, and then his loan spells at St. Truden. First took the step away to go to Istra in Croatia. It's a ball for Thiago Santana. Nakajima. Little thread, saved by the goalkeeper. Thiago Santana can't get there. And still the ball isn't cleared. And the shot in the end is tipped away. It was really well hit. And the goalkeeper was always favourite, had to react to Nakajima's effort. It was all a bit scratchy, wasn't it? Until the final effort from Shoya Nakajima. One that the goalkeeper should save, one the goalkeeper did save. A loopy volley rather than a thunderous one. It's right underneath the crossbar. It's really, really good hands from Ota. Interesting delivery, wasn't it? Thrown right at the goalkeeper. anyone to get any sort of touch on the ball. A miscue from Fukuda. Continuous run forward here. Got in behind Ohata, and Hara is arriving, and so too is Takeda. Good block by Ito. Still though they come, it's Hara. And they're going to get a corner. You feel we're one little touch away from either side taking the lead here. This is the effort from Nakajima. As we say, it's a little bit loopy, isn't it? Goalkeeper always in control. That's the chance at the other end. Takeda's effort. Well blocked by Atsuki Ito. So the corner from Matsuda. It's well headed away by Hoibra Tawia. There is Hiroki Sakai, back from injury, and will be itching to get his place back from Hirokazu Ishihara. It's been a frustrating few months, of course, for the Urawa skipper. Here is Ishihara. His deputy, who's done very well in his absence. Schultz has gone as close as anyone to scoring in this game. Delivery by Maeda. Yasui. Now Marius Hoibra. Nakajima. That's nice. Good header away by Tawia. Going to come out to Marius Hoibra again. Kaito Yasui. Naoki Maeda. Ishihara. Taichi Hara there working so hard for his team. That's the centre forward, remember, charging all the way back to help out in the wide areas. That's great. Great defending, great teamwork, great commitment. Maeda with a corner. Again, they launch it right underneath the crossbar towards that near post area. Cleared away by Tawia. Nakajima again. Ohata. It's forward for Ito, who couldn't take it in. Ayuma Ohata had made his way forward. This is Nakajima. Now Watanabe, that's a nice turn. Ito. And he's just crowded out, but crowded out illegally. Tawia penalised. Well, lots of arms and bodies in and around there. He felt he'd done it legally, used his body to good effect. The referee not happy with the challenge. Opportunity will present itself. Thiago Santana is over the ball. He's placed it, he's had a good look at the situation. Watanabe is there as well. Not certain anyone is going to take this off the big forward though. Five minutes to go till half-time. Is this the first big moment of the match? It's Thiago Santana, he's hit the wall. Watanabe. This is Ito. Nakajima's cross. Away by Matsuda. Schultz. Hoybra. Pressure coming from the home side now. Yomo Ohata can't keep it. It's going to break nicely though for Shoya Nakajima. Really good read by Piatauia. Done by Ishihara. That's a lovely thread. Atsuki Ito. Watanabe. Thiago Santana. And the shot! Oh, beautiful! Kaito Yasui will never hit a ball as sweet as that for a long time. It's a beautiful connection. It's a beautiful goal. The threat was mounting, and Urawa get themselves in front. Such a sweet connection with the football. No chance at all for the goalkeeper. One of those that seems to pick up power the longer it goes along the ground. We're more used to seeing him as an attack-minded midfielder, Kaito Yasui. Scored one goal from his appearances so far this season before tonight, now playing in that deeper role, that anchor role. He's added a second goal of the season, and it's such a lovely hit. Fukuda, and he's won a corner. Can Kyoto find an answer before half-time? Alhara waits. No better time to score than when you've just gone behind. Pinballing around the penalty area. It's a good ball for Kawasaki. Well challenged by Thiago Santana. And away by Watanabe. It's a lovely ball as well to Thiago Santana. Now then, he has support from Shoya Nakajima. Arriving at pace is Atsuki Ito. Oh, the return ball to him is overhit by Yasui. Well, we said that they were developing a flow to the game, they were building up momentum, and so proved to be the case. Thiago Santana's layoff Kyoto Yasuda's sweet, sweet strike. Well, he's matched last season's goal tally already. It's a good effort because he's had to mainly bide his time from the bench this season. As Yasui, only 24-year-old, tonight, only his third start of this season. There is Samuel Gustafsson, who looks quite relaxed sitting in the stand. There's a couple of minutes to add on at the end of the first half. Gustafsson being absent tonight, but Yasui has to play in that role. Mention the players that Urawa have out: Keniwa, Takahiro Sekine, Hiroki Abe, Tomoaki Okubo to that list as well. So it's all hands to the pump. Kyoto will feel they've played a big part in this game, and they've looked threatening when they've had their opportunities. Mentioned the conceding of goals has been a problem for them. Certain how they'll look at the goal they conceded today and look at the preventative ways he could have dealt with it. There's a yellow card here for Shohei Takeda. Referee felt he was a little late, jumping into Ishihara. We're mentioning the absences, of course, and you can add all the Solback into that list as well for Urawa. There's been lots of reports that Anthony Martial features on their wanted list for the summer transfer window. Lots of stories emanating about that. That's one for the future, for the here and now. Per Matthias Ogmo's side are in front as the half-time whistle goes. They had to scrap and fight their way into this game. Nothing was coming easy for them early on, but as the game went on, they got better and better, and they crowned it with a super goal a couple of minutes before the break, scored by Kyoto Yasui, rifling home a shot from 20 metres, and that's why at half-time in the Saitama Stadium, it is Urawa Reds 1, Kyoto Sanga 0. Well, welcome back to Saitama. It's been a really good game, this, between a side that has its sights firmly set up at the top of the J-League table against the side fighting desperately to get out of the bottom three. And the way Kyoto started, you certainly would have thought they would have taken lots of belief and confidence from their performance, but stung just before half-time by a corker from Kyoto Yasudai. And it puts Urawa in front, gives them the advantage. And now with 45 minutes to go, they have to try and find a way back into this game. We're underway in the Saitama Stadium at the start of this second half, with the home side leading. And that goal just a couple of minutes before the break. Lucky to get off to a flyer at the start of the second half as well. Ball won't come to Naoki Maeda. Wasn't far away from him though. It's been a really positive performance from both sides so far. Both have carried a threat. It was significant that the home side did get better and better as the half went on, and were creating more and more. Here come Kyoto though, looking to answer back, start away at the second half. And that's delivered towards Suzuki, and the strike comes back off the post from Shinpei Fukuoka. Still they try. Hara can't find a way towards goal. Well, Kawasaki there was in lots of space. After the initial effort comes back off the woodwork. Kawasaki's header, and the effort by Shinpei Fukuoka. We had a perfect angle of it, didn't we? Looking from here, you always felt that it wasn't going to creep in. Ball was hit true and sweet. But Kaneko couldn't keep it. Bright start by Kyoto Sanga to this second half. Here they come again with their captain, Sota Kawasaki. He's won a corner. Looking to get back into this game and get themselves back on terms. Shinpei Fukuoka will go and take the corner. Taichi Hara is joined by Suzuki and Tawia. Can he find that perfect delivery? It's towards Tawia. That's a good header away by Kyoto Yasudai. And that's what they have done well, Urawa. They have dealt with the set pieces of Kyoto. Giving the ball away carelessly there, though. He's a little unfortunate, this Takeda couldn't quite take it in. There's a few players out there who will need to be careful in this second half. The referee was quite willing to show yellows from very early on in the game. Kaneko was booked after 10 minutes. Nishihara booked a couple of minutes after that. 3 yellow cards in the first half. Couple got away with ones that could easily have been yellows as well. But it's a fast-flowing game. Shihara. Hoibraten will have to go back to his goalkeeper, Nishikawa here. Yeah, looking for that little fizzer of a ball with the left foot for Shoya Nakajima. Doesn't really play as a left winger or a left-sided forward as such. He tends to drop into pockets in that midfield area and look for little balls from there. It's one where Watanabe and Ohata have been asked to get ahead of him. Much more of a sort of natural number 10 strike role. That's a good header by Schultz. Ito and Maeda. That's Kyoto Yasudai. Here is Nakajima picking up that space. And he's just overflown Thiago Santana with that ball. But just an example there of what Nakajima wants to do and what he brings to this Urawa side. Nicely done by Kawasaki. Comes back, the strike that was hit. He's got a really good left foot, Shohei Takeda. But that won't go down as one that he'll want to remember with any fondness. He's falling away off balance. And from that sort of angle, and that sort of range, he couldn't really have hit it any worse. Should score more goals than he does, he says that himself. Didn't score at all last season. J-League goal. He's got plenty in the second tier. His one J-League goal came in 2022. A long time ago now, when he scored against Kashiwa Reysol. Kyoto Yasudai, that's a delightful ball. Now then, can they reap the rewards of that? Well, Naoki Maeda may have just delayed the pass a little. What a pass that is, look at that. Don't move, straight to him. Maybe just guilty of doing too much. Good foot anyway by the defender. But he knew straight away, didn't he? That was a better chance than they made of it. Now Maeda will try and make another chance. It's a good header away by Asada. Yasudai. Schultz. It's going to come out here to Naoki Maeda again. Alexander Schultz. Schultz again. Yasudai. Nice little turn. Hoibra. Nakajima. Ohata trying to take it on the turn, but defender doing well and getting a foot on it. It is a throw rather than a corner. Still the noise levels remain high. The rain is falling now inside the Saitama Stadium. Still no sign of this tempo of this game letting up. Ohata did well again. Schultz under pressure from Takeda. Ishihara was caught a little late. The play did go on. Naoki Maeda with a heavy touch, a poor touch. That's Kyoto working hard to win the ball back that forces that. Tauya. Suzuki. Fukuda. Fukuoka. It's a lovely ball delivered, looking for Hara. Maybe just got himself ahead of the last man a little early and then had to try and force his way to win the ball. It's a clever run though, wasn't it? Coming from deep like he did it. In fact, the man in front of him was the matter. He was penalised for the foul as the flag went up anyway against Sota Kawasaki. Nice take by Ito. Now he needs help. Gets help! Oh, yes! Beautiful! Watanabe! With a classical goal. Oh, it's so delightful. It's Route 1 to start with, but how about this from Atsuki Ito? Lovely take, and then that little pass, so delicate. He was joined by his midfield partner, and Urawa have scored a couple of beautiful goals in this game. Outstanding. A goal of the highest quality. Ryoma Watanabe. And a perfect time to get a second goal. 10 minutes into the second half. It's his second goal in the colours of Urawa, to add to the goal that he scored here against Avispa Fukuoka. Always had an eye for goal, particularly in the colours of FC Tokyo. That was a great finish. And Kyoto have it all to do now. Thiago Santana winning the ball. Takeda. Kaneko. Fukuda. Helped on by Matsuda, but can't find a teammate. Nakajima's pass was into space rather than into a teammate. Nicely done by Ito. Here they come again. The appetite is there for more. Made out! I thought we were on for another special goal there for a moment. He wasn't far away, was he? We've seen brilliant goals from Kaito Yasui and Ryoma Watanabe. Here is Watanabe. Well, of course, so often at FC Tokyo, you would see him in midfield, in the middle of midfield. At the start of his time here in Urawa, he's been over at left back in the absence of Ohata. He's been away with the under-23s and just where he was preferred at the start of the season. Back into midfield now, and my oh my, crowning it with a cracker. Here they come again. Maeda, half appeal for handball against Asada. Here's Ohata. Here is Watanabe. Hoibraten. Watanabe, little touch. Stab forward, but couldn't quite squeeze it down that touchline. I'm certain that he is a happy man. Right now is the coach, Per Matthias Ogmo. Because quite simply, his side have really come to the fore again. Here they come again. Oh, it's a lovely ball, Nakajima and Thiago Santana. Maybe guilty of being a bit too casual with the pass, looking for Naoki Maeda. It was comfortably cleared, really. Oh, we've complimented Kyoto on their pressing and winning the ball. Urawa are doing the same. Brilliant pass again from Nakajima. Just there. Just didn't really have any conviction behind it. Well, the response from Chokuije is to make a couple of changes here. Fukuoka and Shohei Takeda will make way. And on in their place will come Marco Tullio. There he is, the Brazilian. Takumi Miyayoshi, Kiyosato as well, will be joining us. Ohata. And Miyayoshi has come to the right-hand side, and Marco Tullio to the left. Hara, of course, still very much through the middle. Ohata will go back to his goalkeeper. There was a little bit left on the fullback there from Takumi Miyayoshi. 31-year-old who scored at the weekend but made way tonight. Of course, what a stalwart he's been to this Kyoto Sanga side. Come through the ranks at the age of just 17. A couple of years away before returning in 2019. 250 games for the club. Involved for the wrong reasons early on, a couple of fouls against him. Fukuoka penalised. He will now play more centrally. This might follow Hoibra and read it really well. Yasui, Ohata. Keito Yasui, comfortable getting the ball there. Tricky position, Hoibra. Just got to be careful they don't overplay here. They're asking for trouble. Here comes the squeeze from Kyoto Sanga. And the foul again is conceded, this time by Shinosuke Fukuda. That goal 10 minutes into the second half has certainly changed the outlook, the narrative for this game. Throw away by Tauya. Maeda. Back with Nishikawa. Ohata. Well, that's given away by the goalkeeper, a little bit too cocky. And still the opportunity to get back in the game evades him. Hara can't score. Just a little bit too casual, a bit too cocky. Would have counted, would have been onside, had it played on by Højbjerg. It wasn't the easiest chance in the world. Had to stretch and try and squeeze it home as the goalkeeper came out. But still, that's a chance they should have made better of. It's a costly miss. Could turn out to be the costly miss. Ishikawa making sure with his pass this time. That's nice, lovely ball. And here come the charges. Nakajima won't get that. Ito very nearly did. And they've won it back. Nakajima. And Thiago Santana was arriving. That's Ito, and that's a penalty. The referee had no hesitation whatsoever. Marco Tullio, who's only just come on. Well, an aberration at one end where they missed the chance to get back into the game. Now the challenge on Atsuki Ito. That's a yellow card and a penalty kick. It is being reviewed, of course, and looked at. The contact wasn't the heaviest, but once there's contact, they are very rarely overturned. Koji Takasaki is in conversation with Masuya Ueda right now. It was Ito who, of course, created the second goal. Has now won the penalty, what they hope will be the third. Well, normally, of course, it's Alexander Schultz, the man with the perfect record from the spot for Urawa. But Thiago Santana is 5 for 5 himself. Back amongst the goals, 2 at the weekend. Now looking for a goal that should put this game beyond Kyoto Sanga. He's taken his time and he's denied brilliantly by the goalkeeper. Ota with an outstanding stop. And this game isn't done yet, with a quarter of it to go. Great save. Did he wait and read his body shape, or did he just have a gamble and go left? Whichever way, top stop from Gakuji Ota. The 33-year-old playing on his 13th game in the top flight. Urawa will be kicking themselves. He'll be delighted. It's a real let-off. Here comes the corner. Goalkeeper will come and tip it away. Safety first in that situation from Ota. Can Urawa come up with this time? Delivery from Watanabe is too deep. It's a little bit of a waste. Well, there is the man who was in goal at the weekend and has been in goal so far this season, Gu Seung-yeon. Brought in, of course, this season from Consadole Sapporo. Left out today Hata is robbed, but is robbed because of a foul by Takumi Miyayoshi. Here comes the change. Fukuoka is making way for Tepe Yachida. 20 minutes plus a little bit of loose change as well, and stoppage time. Kyoto Sanga to try and affect the course of this game. Two really good Urawa goals separating the sides. Urawa at the moment on course for another really important and another really big victory for them. Building up ahead of steam in the J-League. 4 wins in 5, always significant. After some disappointing results. They've been inconsistent at the start of this season. Troubled away from home. More than anything. That defeat to Gamba at home. They've been good. Miyayoshi! Well, it took a deflection and come back off the woodwork. And they're just not having much luck, Kyoto Sanga. Fine effort. Travelled a long way with the ball. Little deflection off Atsuki Ito. And just here. And it looped up over the top on Nishikawa, who was helpless. Right off the middle of the goal. Hit the post earlier, now they've hit the bar. And they've had chances as well. The referee probably won't be happy with that challenge. Do well to avoid a yellow card for that one. It was quite a cynical block. The referee is just checking all is in order for Hirokazu Ishihara. Big role he's played tonight. But we knew, and we know all about Atsuki Ito. Got himself into the national team, the national setup on the back of his performances last season, both internationally and domestically. The change coming. Waiting to get Kazunari Ichimaro. Now they have the opportunity to do so. Just out of the reach of Naoki Maeda. Fukuda. Yasui for Hoibraten. Yasui again. Ishihara. That's nice. And Ito. Lovely little break here from Maeda. And Ito's continued his run here. Cleared away by Yachida. They want to make the change here, do Kyoto Sanga has to do Urawa. Want to get a player in. Daiki Kaneko is going to make way here. It's your holding midfielder who's going to make way for an attacking player. And will come the 26-year-old. Yoshio Kozumi. to replace Shoya Nakajima. Influential today. He's been influential the last few games. It's having the right players running around him, I think, that will help them moving forward, and certainly Ohata and Watanabe do provide that. Here is Ohata. Schultz. It's another long straight ball, but the goalkeeper will deal with it. We'll want to restart the game pretty quickly because 15 minutes now remain. Tawia. The spurning of a chance to score for a penalty. Lifting Kyoto. It might not lift them now because they've given the ball away. They're making a real act. Thiago Santana! Super save again! The acrobatics from the Brazilian, and the acrobatics from the goalkeeper as well. How about this for a spring to save? Well, two outstanding saves from the goalkeeper, from Thiago Santana. Still, Urawa haven't put this one to bed. Maeda with a corner. Goalkeeper is coming. He got something on it. It wasn't the most convincing. Ohata. Lovely little ball. Koizumi. Thiago Santana didn't get hold of it. Yasui. Schultz. Lovely football. Thiago Santana's coming again. It's a good header away by Ichimi. That's well won. A lovely ball. Thiago Santana, all the time in the world. It's over now. He wasn't to be denied a third time by a brilliant save by the goalkeeper. And Thiago Santana, who saw a penalty saved and an overhead kick brilliantly stopped, has finally scored that goal that he's been waiting for and ends the resistance of Kyoto Sanga. It's a third for Urawa. You can't say it's not been coming. How about this for vision? Thiago Santana onside. Thiago Santana scores. Wonderfully made. And beautifully finished as well. Nicely done. 7 goals now this season for Thiago Santana. A hop, skip and a jump and a little dance as well for Per Mateus Ogmo. And for Tawaya and co. Well, it's back home to Kyoto to lick their wounds. You've always felt they were in this game. They're out of it now. Had they taken just one of the chances, unlucky to hit the bar a few minutes ago. They've hit the post, they've had other chances as well. But now they could be on the receiving end of a heavy one. There's Thiago Santana again, and the acrobatics again. He's going to win the ball back. Watanabe. Schultz. Playing with a little bit of exuberance now. Oh, Urawa. They've earned that right. A little bit of swagger. And the atmosphere inside the stadium is in keeping with the way the team is playing right now, with Shio Koizumi We're finding space everywhere it seems at the moment. Ito's little touch, it's another brilliant stop. It would have been some goal again. Naoki Maeda with the effort. Matthias Dogmo must be loving what he's seeing right now. That's just sensational football. Really good stop by the goalkeeper, Ota, again. Well, he's backed up the manager's decision to play him today as Ota. And really, he could have done about the 3 goals he's conceded. Maeda with a corner. A little flat. Marco Tullio's clearance isn't the best, nor is the effort by Atsuki Ito. The spin volley. Challenged by Schultz inside the final 10 minutes now. There's certainly no indication at all that either side is going through the motions, as can happen when a side has pulled out into such a dominant lead. Still a determination from Kyoto. Take inspiration from what Tokyo Verdy did at the weekend, and coming from 3 down, with only minutes to play. But that's not even a once-a-season thing to happen. Thiago Santana winning the ball. There's a long way to go. That foot of his is so deadly. He's so close to scoring again from distance. Picks the pocket of Toya. Uses his strength. Thought he'd placed it to perfection. It's a whisker away. A coat of paint. They've just got better and better as this game has gone on. Schultz tidying up. A lot to like about Urawa today. Kyoto have never stopped coming at them. They've been thorough and professional all the way through. And of course, for another big victory that will get them right up amongst the thinking in the J-League at the top of the table. When you look at the other games on this J-League celebration day, Mashida winning again. Vissel Kobe winning again. And Naoki Maeda will make way for the last few minutes and will be replaced by Ekanit Panya. So it will be up to 4th for Urawa. Ekanit Panya comes on. He's another, of course, who's still, I think fair to say, finding his feet in Japanese football, the Thai player. Careful, the big defender, but that's nice. Nicely cut out by Ohata. Nishikawa had to get shut. Got shut nicely, didn't he? Thiago Santana. Yoshio Koizumi. Kyoto Yasuda's been near perfect today. It wasn't the easiest ball to take, but he maintained possession. Panya's touch, that's lovely. They're in again here. Ito, oh! Well, I'm sure it was a cross. It nearly turned into a goal. Well, goalkeeper had to react. You can see him looking up for Thiago Santana. That would have gone in the top corner, how about that? The goalkeeper tips it away. He'd have told us he meant it had it gone in, of course. Well, Alexander Schultz and Marius Høybråten will make their way forward. Ryoma Watanabe has enjoyed being in midfield today, he really has. Crowned it with a brilliant goal. Here they come again. Kenneth Panya. Watanabe. Drill is deep for Schultz. Ito. Down by Ohata, but can't return the ball to Atsuki Ito. And nowhere really for Yachida to go. Did well to win the throw. One of those games that is the away side, you can take a lot from it. Played really well for large portions of the game. Got undone by a couple of brilliant goals. The first one by Kyoto Yasuda and the second by Ryoma Watanabe. The third, a really good finish, but by then Urawa were swarming them, smothering them, and the goal was inevitable when it came. They have had lots of chances. Hit the crossbar and the post. Comes the change, the final change, you would imagine, of this game, and Thiago Santana will make way here. Well, he enjoyed his celebration there because having missed a penalty and then spurned another chance, albeit with a brilliant save, he did get his goal. To go on to 7 for the season. Atsuki Ito will also make way. His best game of the season today as well. He's going to make way for Hidetoshi Takeda. 22-year-old will join us, and Hiroki Sakai is to make his return for the last couple of minutes as well. We'll be seeing a lot more football between now and the end of the season. It's crazy to think, really, that in all the meetings between these two sides, there's never been more than a 3-0 victory here. There's been a couple of 4s for Urawa in Kyoto. Never more than a 3 here. There was a 5-1 as well back in 2006. This match is their best ever home win. First of which was in 2006. We're in the final minute. Now we are in the time the referee will decide to add on at the end of this game. A game that's over now. There's a contest. It was a contest for a big proportion of it, really. There's 5 minutes to add on at the end of this game. Goalkeeper is coming again, and we'll get there. Yasudai. It's the ball was bending round but never coming round enough. It's not a good day for Kyoto, because on the wrong end of this they're also going to find out they're going to the bottom of the J-League today as well, with the results elsewhere going the way that they have. That will be a double blow for them off the back of this defeat. As we say, they contributed much to this game, but Consadole Sapporo's 1-0 win against Jubilo Iwata. Goal scored by Yoyura Sana, meaning that Kyoto Sanga will be propping up the J-League tonight. The celebration of the J-League Day in Japan. There won't be much for the visitors to celebrate themselves. Bad day at the office in the end for them. 5 points adrift of safety as well. Long way to go, not even the midway point of the season. And as last season showed, Gamba Osaka were dead and buried, and then found an incredible run of form, and we saw it from so many teams over the course of last season. Shonan Bellmare saving themselves. Sagantosu. Midway through the stoppage time. As we say, it's been a really good game. Played a high octane pace, plenty of quality in it, but ultimately Urawa have just had that little bit too much. 2 memorable goals from Yasudai and Watanabe. They're the difference, really. They're the ones that suck the life out of Kyoto Sanga. Nice touch by Yekanit Panya. Kaito Yasudai. Panya again. Shikawa had his aberration, but 2-0 got away with it. It would have opened the door for Kyoto Sanga. Once that didn't go, you just felt that any confidence seemed to drain away from them. Shokoroki. Hoibrand caught in possession. Hara can't take the ball in. Ohata will bring it away. Super game for him today. Lovely embrace a little earlier as well between him and Sota Kawasaki, the captain of Kyoto, of course. The two of them partners in that Japan victory at under-23 level in the Asian Championships in Qatar. That's a lovely ball for Koroki, and he managed to shrug off. Apia, oh, this day might be about to get worse. It's going to be a red card for Tawia. Shinzo Koroki breaking away. Again, it's such a clever run, using all his years of experience. They will check it, of course, with it being a red card. Whether it was offside when the delivery came. But once Kuroki got in front of Apia Tawia, well, the red card was inevitable. And so off he goes. On the day, he's going for a bad to work. Hisashi Apia Tawia. Just caught out, maybe a little flat-footed. Late in the game, a little bit of tiredness, both mental and physical. And the fresh legs of the veteran, Kuroki. Disappointment and despair. Although they are just saying just to not go too far too soon, because they are checking the offside, whether or not Shinzo Kuroki was ahead of the last man. Here we go. Not the best angle for us there, but I mean, it's very, very tight, isn't it? It's that left foot just ahead of Tawia's, and will that save him? It's incredibly tight. I mean, it's important in the context of the red card and a potential suspension for that young man. It's not that relevant in the context of the outcome of the game, but for Tawia it is. And that is why right now Masuya Ueda and Tomohiro Inoue want to make sure that this is absolutely right. It is a red card. Shinzo Kuroki timed his run to perfection. There you go. The knee of the defender. And the little boots. Shinzo Kuroki keeping him on side. Good job his feet aren't a couple of sizes bigger. Disappointment for him. Not the way that they would have wanted this to end. They will want this to end though with a goal. They had to wait a couple of minutes for the opportunity. The game will end pretty much as soon as it's taken. Well, it's been an evening of special goals in Saitama. Is there to be another to round it off? It's deflected away, and there won't be time to restart the game, but it's been a really, really good night for Urawa Reds. They played their way into this game and ended up playing with real style and panache. And Takeda's effort, well headed away by Kawasaki. But all in all, you have to give a lot of credit to Urawa Reds. Kyoto Sanga put everything into it. They hit the bar, they hit the post, they created chances. But Urawa scored some beauties. Kaito Yasui playing in that deeper role today with the first, a thunderous strike from 25 metres. The second, bent home brilliantly by Ryoma Watanabe, playing in midfield tonight, having played at left-back for most of the season, and sewn up by a sumptuous finish by Thiago Santana. Fine performance from Per Matthias Ogmo's side. They are very much in the thinking up at the top of the table. Urawa Reds 3, Kyoto Sanga 0. Well, it was a really good game, this. It's a clean sheet for Urawa Reds. Well, not for the want of trying, because Kyoto were a threat all night. They started the game really, really brightly. Urawa were a little slow out of the traps, missing a number of players. You can point to the absences of Iwao, Sekine, Abe, Solbakken, and to Tomoaki Akuno as well. And you add Samuel Gustafsson to that mix, who's been so influential for them so far this season. But the changes in personnel were good. The players that were brought in did really well. Ayumu Ohato coming in at left-back, and Kaito Yasui coming in for his third start of the season, playing in that deeper role. Did it ever so well. And Ryoma Watanabe, of course, brought into the club for this season, played left-back so far. Back to his more preferred role today in central midfield. He crowned it with a delightful goal. Thiago Santana saw a penalty saved, he saw an overhead kick brilliantly saved, but not to be denied in the end. Delightful little finish to turn the ball home. Urawa were really good. By the end, they could have had 5 or 6, and the red card just adding a little bit of insult in the end for Kyoto Sanga, who probably don't feel they deserve to be on the end of a heavy defeat with how much they put into this game, but maybe a little too open at the back, maybe a little too vulnerable at times. And for Shusaku, Nishikawa and co, their aim this season is to challenge for the title. That's where they want to be, and they are right back up in the thinking that Marco Tullio, who gave the penalty away, having come on as a substitute. Thiago Santana saw it saved. The two Brazilians having a little chat now. Let's get some reaction from one of the goal
勝利しまし
scorers.
た浦和レッズ安井海人選手にお越しいただきました。チームは3連勝です。おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
今ゲームが終わって率直な感想からお聞かせください。
ほっとしてます。とりあえず3連勝できてよかったです。
今日はアンカーのポジションでのプレーでした。どんなことを心がけてまずゲームに入ったんでしょうか。
相手が結構プレス来るっていうのを分かってたんで、自分の中ではワンタッチで剥がしたりとか自分で運んだりっていうのを意識して今日は試合に